Hello. Um, I think this reading is finding you um, because you're really scared of losing something. And from some of the cards I pulled out here, right, we have the High Priestess, the Hierophant, and then the Five of Pentacles, right? I think this is a relationship. I think this is a relationship that you're scared of losing. Because I think you see real potential here, right? I think you see real potential, and I think there probably is real potential, right? I think there probably is real potential with this like match coming out, right? Because this is definitely a match. But Five of Pentacles, holding on, and with the Nine of Pentacles and what needs to be cut out, right? I think you're holding on too tightly to the outcome, right? You're holding on too tightly to the outcome of the situation, right? You want it to work out. You want it to work out because you see the potential, you see all that, right? But you need to be you for it to work out, right? Where you are right now is because you're scared of judgment. You're scared of being cast aside. You're scared of being judged. You're scared of, I already said that. You're scared of judgment. You're scared of being judged. You're scared of being cast aside, of being pushed away, right? You're scared of having to sacrifice this, right? Having to walk away, right? You're scared of that. Five of Swords also kind of a jealous type of, wanting to hold on, right? Wanting to, like, thinking, this is mine, I have to do whatever to keep it, right? But from a very, like, egoic place. Maybe there's something you want to do, right? There's something you want to do here, but you're scared of being judged for it, or you're scared it's gonna mess this up, or like, and use your discernment here, obviously, but like, you have to be you for a real relationship to work out, right? For something long term to be built, you have to be yourself, right? And if you're not doing something that you want to do because you're scared of this failing, right? Because you're scared of letting this go, because you're scared of it leaving, right? This person leaving, or the connection dampening, or whatever, right? You're scared of this match being lost, right? But the thing is, it wouldn't. Right now, I don't know if you're the masculine or the feminine watching this video. We all have both, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever you are in this dynamic, right? You aren't standing in either of these. You aren't standing in either of these while you're here, right? And this is the card of why you are where you are, right? Inevitably, though, there's hope here, right? Like, this is leading you to hope, right? To hope. And I think the best possible outcome is the Hermit, which may kind of feel like you're going to end up alone, but the Hermit is about being happy alone, right? The Hermit is about being okay in your own energy, being comfortable there, right? Like, this is the energy of, like, I do all my best work alone. Like, I'm comfortable by myself. And being here is the foundation on which you can build with someone, right? Being independent and in yourself is how you're able to coexist with someone and share a life with someone, right? Because you have your life and they have theirs, and you can both live it, but you're choosing to live it together, right? So there is hope, right? And I would think these came out because your view that there is potential here is not wrong, right? That you guys are a match, that's not wrong. You're not wrong about that. Your instincts are right. Your intuition, whatever is telling you this is a match, is right. This situation, the match, is right. The thing is, just because it's a match, doesn't mean you should give up yourself in the pursuit of it, right? Because then it's no longer a match, right? The thing is, it's a match when you are stepping into whatever energy you are here, right? Whichever card you resonate with more. It isn't a match when you're not in your full self, when you're not really in yourself, right? And the thing is, right, we're people. We're people. At the end of the day, we're not always at our best. We're not always fully, we're not always at 100%. We're not always fully within ourselves, right? The point is here is, like, what's trying to be communicated to you is that don't dim yourself for this. Don't become something you're not for this, right? Stand in yourself. Be comfortable in yourself. Be this, right? I think you are this. Confirmation there. You are this already. You're comfortable in your own energy. You're comfortable by yourself, right? You're able to handle your own shit, handle your own problems. Like, yeah, you'll know what this is about. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to figure out, like, what's going on. I think there might be some energy of, like, overthinking the situation. There probably is. Some energy of, well, yeah, I mean, Eight of Swords, like, you're worried of rejection, you're worried of being pushed away. There's definitely overthinking here, because all you need to do is show up as you and see if it works, right? And with these two coming out, right, if you show up as yourself, it's going to be received well, right? And I think you're really worried that it's not. Like, I think you're really worried that you're not going to be perceived well. And being too attached to the outcome, right, doesn't help, especially when you're intelligent, right? If you're too attached to the outcome and you're intelligent, you can start to move into an energy of, okay, what do I have to do for this to work, right? What role do I have to play for this to work? Right? Because I like this person, they like me. What do I have to do to keep things rolling? What do I have to do to move things forward? And that energy can be very easy to fall into when you're intelligent and you're used to people judging you for who you are, right? You're used to that judgment, right? You're like, then you start getting into, okay, what do I have to hide? What do I have to not show? What do I have to, right? Instead of being in the moment with the person and just letting things flow, right? And just letting yourself be seen. And if you let yourself be seen, right, the other person will start to see this too. And I mean, nothing about this is screaming like, this is over, move on, right? Nothing about this is screaming that to me, right? Um, in fact, like, all the other cards are like explaining the situation, but the two of how this will progress are very positive, right? The star is like a card of pure like hope and dreams and wish fulfillment, right? Like, um, it is like pure magic, right? And that's inevitable. This is inevitable, right? The Hermit is the best possible outcome, right? Which I think is just you being yourself, like literally, like that being the best possible outcome just says like so much, right? It just says so much about the situation that you're in, and that you just have to be you, right? And that's how the best things will come. All right. Um, I'm gonna leave this one here. I hope that helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.